What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rusty Wrench Restorations. It's a cold one today. I think it's what's today? December 6th. And as you can see, there's an empty trailer in front of the house. So that can only mean one of two things. Either something's leaving the channel or we're getting something new to the channel. In this case, it's a little bit of both. So something will be leaving the channel today. Actually, it's going to get loaded today. It'll be leaving tomorrow morning, very early in the morning, might I add. We might be picking something up this weekend too. So what do you think? What's it going to be? I got Sweaty Betty. I know I've always said I'd never get rid of that tractor again. It's left and come back. I got the little John Deere lawnmower. Don't really need it for my yard. I kind of got it just to play around with, so I don't really need to have that on the channel. There's nothing to restore there. The crawler, I just spent 10 months of my life restoring that thing, and brought it to its first show last weekend. Said I'd never get rid of it because that's the 4th crawler I've restored, and I'm just getting kind of old for it. It's heavy and painstaking and expensive, so I always said I'd never get rid of that one. The John Deere skid steer, that's another tractor I have that I had said I'd never get rid of, and I had sold it and traded to get it back. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then we've got the 3-wheeled little tractor that we haven't done anything with yet, but there may or may not be plans for that. I don't know. I know I said I'd never get rid of it. I swear I say this every time. No one ever believes me. My friends and family all know that if I say I'm never going to get rid of something, that never means never. Ever, possibly. Anyway, yep. The John Deere 430 crawler is going away. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I hadn't had a slant dash. I wanted a 430 for a long time. They're hard to find. I want to say there was like, I could be wrong, like 2,200 of them, something like that. So, you know, I'm just glad I had the opportunity to find this one and save it from its field of death instead of field of dreams, because that's pretty much where it was, just sitting in a field for the last decade. So I'm glad to have had the opportunity to go through and find it and fix it up, and really it started this whole channel. I mean, the day one of this channel was me going to pick this crawler up last January. So anyway, yeah, it's time for it to move on. I'm glad I got to restore it, glad I got to do the videos, and hopefully it'll live another 70 plus years. So yeah, here's what it is. So we'll load this up and tell you a little more about it in a minute. All right, it's 39 degrees right now. I woke up this morning and it was 28 when I left for work. So it's kind of cold out. This will be the only cold start you'll see with this thing. I think the last time I ran it was probably about 4 or 5 days ago when I did all those Can a Crawler Crush It videos. So everything's cold. Fuel on, exhaust off, camera down, camera down. Kind of windy out today, sorry about that. I guess we'll set her over here a little bit out of the wind. But got the battery hooked up. I usually keep it on a tender out here. If you don't have it on a tender, I highly recommend bringing it inside during the cold weather months. So let's see how she does. Man, I'm gonna miss sitting in this deluxe seat. Alright, neutral, choke, ignition, throttle. Let it warm up a little bit because she's chilly today, boys. Alright, she's all loaded. That's the last time you'll see her on the trailer in the daylight anyway. We'll be leaving about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So wanted to get it loaded early. So I'm going to throw some chains and binders on it and wipe her down one more time for the new owner. And she'll be on her way. Alright, I did a longer version of this. I don't know if I'm going to use that in the video. I just want to do a quick kind of cut and dry of what's going on. So, yes, I sold the crawler. You know, I had my fun with it. I was able to find it, rescue it, restore it, and show it to many people. Had some enjoyment out of it, and now it's time to move it on to the next person. I don't have the space to store tractors. I'm not a museum. I'm not a storage warehouse. I don't have the finances to keep every project I have. So that's kind of like how this works. I find an old tractor, we pull it out of the woods, pull it out of the field, we fix it up, we restore it, we'll plow with it, we'll bring it to a show, we'll have some fun, and then you know, move that on to the next person so they can enjoy it. And then we have another project to work on. So the family that it's going to, I couldn't have found a better person to take ownership of this tractor. They've actually bought or traded 2 other tractors I've restored. I did an older Huff payloader from the 50s, and the first crawler I ever restored, the 1936 John Deere Lindemann crawler. The son of the family had bought the Lindemann and gave it to his dad. He keeps it in his garage, I think next to his Corvette, and cherishes this thing. So it's going to be really nice to kind of have that bookend set of the small 2-cylinder green John Deere agricultural crawlers in that collection. The John Deere Lindemann and the 430. They still make green ones, I know, the 1010 and the 2010, but they're 4-cylinder. You know, they're a lot bigger machines. So anyway, it'll be going to like the best people ever, so I'm so happy to have it going there. I'm hoping to get video of the trip up there and you know, the handing over of the keys, if you will, and I'd love to be able to get some video of the 430 next to the Lindemann. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm not sure if I'm even dropping it off at the same place, so we'll just kind of play it by ear. So either you're going to see some more video of the trip and dropping it off, or this is going to be it for this one. There is something new coming. I'm going Sunday to check it out, so we'll see how that pans out, and that would be the next video, I guess. So, good morning, everybody. I know this is a terrible video. It's dark, you can't see anything, and well, that's because it's 5:27 in the morning. I got up at 2:45 this morning. I think I was out the door about 3:40, something like that. So about 2 hours into a 7-hour trip up to Pennsylvania. It's cold. It's currently 23 degrees outside, and I'm sure it's not going to get any warmer as I go up here. So anyway, just wanted to check in. The adventure has begun. So get some more video here once the sun decides to wake up this morning. All right, we're in Maryland. Quick little pit stop for some fuel. Gotta love it. 95 bucks, I think. Let's see what I'm getting for gas mileage here. I know it's not good, that's for sure. Got about, I don't know, a little over 3 hours left. Let's see, seatbelts, got it. Fuel trip 2. Oh, come on. Got it. Can I get my, there we go, fuel trip 2. So averaging 9.7 miles to the gallon. Been driving for 3 hours and 40 minutes, 235 miles. Hey man, I didn't get it for the gas mileage, you know.
Welcome to Pennsylvania. We're gonna stop to the breakdance speed. I wanna pop your arms and I move your hands. I wanna, we're gonna rock to the breakdance band.
Pennsylvania mountains, got a little bit of snow, 28 degrees, and an hour to go. All right, almost there. It's quite the interesting drive, as you can see. There's lots of snow and ice, and it's a dirt road and a hill. So got to try out the old four-wheel drive in my truck. Hadn't got to do that before. So far, pretty good trip. Be there in about a minute. Woo, snowy day. All right, well, here she is in her final resting place indoors next to the older sister. This is the 1936 Lindemann crawler that I restored about 5 years ago, I think, and came up here to live its life in luxury in a nice heated indoor area. So now the new owners have the bookend set. So the first John Deere 2-cylinder crawler and the last John Deere 2-cylinder crawler, both in ag green. So kind of surreal to see them both next to each other with a 4 or 5 year span in between. So first crawler restored and the last one. Last for now anyway. Enjoying some nice back roads through the Pennsylvania countryside. Excited I got to use four-wheel drive in my truck for the first time, and headed home. Got about 7.5 hour ride, and yeah, get home, get something to eat, grab a shower, and get some sleep, and back at it again tomorrow for possibly, let me switch this around so you can see me, for possibly a new tractor for the channel. So kind of bittersweet. Sucks that crawler is already gone. I love that thing. I've been looking for a 430 for a long time. There's just not very many of them, and you know, that thing's brand new. Engine, clutches, like it's like having a new one, you know. So I'm gonna miss it. I'll find another one, but I'm just super glad that it went to where it went. Yeah, amazing people, amazing place. I'm so, like, it was just so cool to see my Lindemann again, but then to see the Lindemann next to the 430 was awesome. So I don't know, we'll see if we can get some more crawlers into their collection. I got an MC that I restored a few years back that I sold to another really good friend of mine, and I think he was looking at selling it. So maybe we can get 3 of my restored crawlers into this collection. That'd be pretty cool. So anyway, we'll see how it goes, but that's gonna be it. I got a long ride home. Nothing exciting in a video there. So thanks for the ride, and thank you again to the new owners. You guys are awesome, and until next time, peace. Hey girl, they left you outside in the cold, poor thing.